Wes, so good to see you. We start with an important question. Are you taking on too much risk? We have 4 signs that you might be. Risk isn't just about the numbers, it's about how you feel when market conditions change. So let's talk through those 4 signs that you may be taking on more risk than you should. Sign number 1, you check your accounts constantly, but how often is too often?
Too often would be certainly daily, and some we hear check it multiple times per day.
Ooh,
Why? What are we going to do besides bad outcomes that can come from that? Our portfolios as retirees, these are long-term things. So what happens within a day's time, few days, or even a couple of weeks doesn't really matter. If we had more of a check-in monthly, quarterly, then I think that we're going to be better off long-term.
all right. Next, ask yourself, do you lose sleep when the market drops? That being said, Wes, sometimes it's really hard to tune out those headlines.
It definitely is, and that's what those headlines are there for, to get us to
Yeah.
react,
Yeah.
and drive ad revenue, of course. But if we're getting too emotional with that and we're making decisions that can be detrimental in our portfolios, again, shouldn't be based on what the latest headline is, but more of the long-term plan.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought up emotions and how we feel about it. This brings us to sign number 3 that you may be taking on too much risk. You've made panic driven decisions before. This is known as emotional investing. And the best way to kind of understand what this means is through the eyes of George Costanza. What's he say here, Wes?
If every instinct you have is wrong, then the opposite would have to be right.
Right.
Well said. Things like if we're getting too emotional, that would be like moving to cash if the market is starting to go down and we see our portfolio starting to fluctuate in value. And at the same time, if the market's going up or a certain sector or certain investment is going up, it's a part of our portfolio. If we want to add to that in a huge amount, that wouldn't be a smart decision, that feels like it's the right thing to do at the time, that's another sign that we could be adding too much risk. So we want to be sure that we're avoiding these emotional pitfalls,
Right.
because at the end of the day, your plan could be derailed if we're not careful.
Right. And on that related note, last sign, you feel pressure to chase those returns, AKA FOMO.
Yes, when we're starting to get questions from clients or prospective clients about should I be invested in this, something that may be hot, whether that's Bitcoin or Nvidia. I think a smart portfolio should certainly involve all sectors and many different aspects of the market, but there's no reason to overload a certain thing just to chase a rate of return.
Mhm.
Because our plans, which you keep hearing me say that, shouldn't be based on the latest, the hottest thing, and we
Right.
certainly shouldn't be chasing things. No good
Mhm.
outcomes come from that.
I feel like this all begs the question then, Wes, how can working with a financial advisor help us stay in line with our risk tolerance?
Well, I think that if we think of it like our fitness goals, right? Some of us do best if we're working with a personal trainer or at least having a source to go to that provides accountability, and that's where a really good financial advisor can be a huge benefit to individual investors and retirees. It's helping you to devise a plan that fits your goals, but also helping you stick with that plan, and at the same time helping you adapt when life happens.
Right. Knowing that the plan is based on data, not how we feel at the moment, which is tough sometimes, Wes, as humans.
Or
So, if somebody would like to sit down with you, craft that financial plan that's going to be based on their own unique risk tolerance, what's the best way to reach you?
shoot us a message at info@patriotwealthnc.com or give us a call 919-322-4113.
Great. Wes, thank you.
Thanks, Aaron.